So we're saying that nobody likes Ohio.
Yeah.
Why do we think nobody likes Ohio? What's the thing about Ohio?
Oh, there's just so much wrong with it.
Like what?
So I play club hockey for the University of Michigan, and every time we've gone to Ohio, so we drive like university vans when we go because it's too close. We've gotten pulled over every time.
In Ohio?
I swear it's the Michigan plate.
It's because they have.
But that's just like the cops, right? Like I think like cops are fucked everywhere. So like.
Yeah, but they're especially fucked in
Ohio.
Yeah, it's like when you come to Canada, like sometimes the cops will look for like U.S. based places, especially when you're like coming straight over. But Ohio's just like that to everyone. Like they hate everyone.
Maybe it's because like all the crime that happens in Ohio, they got to keep it all locked down.
Yeah, they got to keep it organized.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's legit. It sounds like a scapegoat, but
if you had to live somewhere in the States, where would you go?
Dude, I don't know. I've been talking about this with my friends. Literally, like this week, they were like making fun of me. They're like, "It seems like you don't want to go anywhere. You just want to like die or something." But like, I don't know. Like originally, I was thinking like Texas or like Florida.
Yeah, Florida's nice.
But no, it's not nice. Come on, man. Like first you try to stick me in Ohio, and now you're trying to stick me in Florida. Well, Florida's nice, man. Yeah, don't worry. It's just 50 degrees all the fucking time.
U.S. thing. You seem sold on it.
I'm sold on the U.S. thing. I'm just not sold on which fucking state is like livable, because like they all have their own like problems.
Yeah,
well, I thought we just said Michigan is
like Washington, not D.C., but
like the other one where you can like fight on the street. And yeah, I'm actually kind of down for that. Like no joke, it seems like pretty legit.
Seems kind of chill.
It does, right?
Like a super underrated state that no one ever talks about.
Montana?
Montana is also pretty sick.
Yeah, but Oregon's kind of like same as Washington, right? In a lot of senses.
Yeah, but like it's low key. It's like less expensive.
Okay. So, would you guys move to Oregon? Or are you gonna just send me over there?
I'd kind of be down because it's like Pacific Northwest. It's like really nice, like views.
I think I would like that weather.
Yeah, the vibes are nice.
So, according to the Americans, the best place in America is Oregon.
Yeah, no, it's underrated.
It's underrated. So what's the best place then? That's not underrated.
It's tough because like everywhere's expensive.
I would say Michigan though.
Like
100%.
I would say Michigan. Yeah.
Why would you say Michigan?
All 4 seasons.
We're from here.
All 4 seasons, dude. Like I live here. No, one of the main reasons I need to get out of this place is I can't fucking stand this weather. It's so insane. So I don't think that Michigan's not even in contention for me.
Oh, okay.
No,
like, do you really think Michigan is 4 seasons? I'm kind of like,
it's tough to argue that right now.
There's no way. Maybe right now with all the global warming, but like.
It used to be nice. I'd say if you're like looking for somewhere kind of warmer, but also like low key because it's kind of cheaper, and like you don't want to go like Florida because it's kind of a disaster, right?
Right.
Like something like North Carolina.
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
That's not a bad state.
So here's a question though. Like, we went over why Florida's bad, or sorry, Ohio is bad. But like, what's up with the Florida man? Why are they all fucked up? Like,
Florida men like fights alligators.
I think.
Like, is it something in the water? Like, fuck.
Like, they're not okay down there.
But why? Is it actually something in the water?
No, so I read a study. This is an interesting thing. So I read a study that if you're out in the sun for too long and then you're deprived of the sun for certain amounts of time, they ran this like experiment on rats.
Okay.
In a lab, it has similar withdrawal effects to. Like,
living in Ohio
off of opioids or something.
Okay.
Because of like you get some sort of like similar withdrawals, and I think like whenever they lose the sun, that's when they go crazy.
But when do they lose the sun?
I don't know, like on a cloudy day or something. I figure it's not.
So you think on like cloudy days the Floridians just all go nuts?
Yeah. It's like they're all like going through withdrawals, and that's what the Florida man like.
It's a very interesting theory.
Yeah.
So why is there no Florida woman? Do they like?
Oh, dude, because okay, like. The difference is if a woman goes crazy, it's like you never hear. It's very rare you hear about like crazy women. But like if a man goes crazy, it's like he goes off the deep end.
Because women are more. I don't know how I'm gonna say this, but like men act on their emotions more.
Yeah.
Men act on their emotions
more physically aggressive.
I'd say that. I can agree.
Whereas women like scheme things.
Able to be emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. More in general.
I see.
But okay, here's a Florida man like follow-up segment to that. Is there any like conspiracy theory that you like believe in?
What's a conspiracy theory? Man?
Oh, like
I don't even think that's a thing anymore.
The moon landing is fake. Is a big one.
Okay, so the moon landing thing. It's interesting you mentioned that because like I actually did a video about that with another couple.
Yeah.
And like going over it, I'm like, okay. Like, it doesn't seem like the arguments that I even made on this video thinking they're solid is very solid. So, like...
See, like, I don't agree with the moon landing is fake, but there are, like, a couple... I can't really think of any off the top of my head.
How did Tower 7 go down?
Yeah, like, that's a big one. Like, I don't know.
Dude, 9/11 is so fucking shady.
Yeah, exactly, right?
It's so insanely shady. Like, what do you think about 9/11 as
about
Americans? I'd love to know. Like, do you think your government killed your own people to start some shit?
It seems like super suspect. Like, have you ever seen the movie Vice? It's like a documentary on documentary. It's like a mockumentary kind of
I don't think
like
I
the Bush
have.
administration.
No.
It's like really good, but it shows how shady like some of the government operations are.
Well, they always are, right?
Exactly.
Like,
so it's like kind of believable.
it would totally be believable that they did some shit like that, right?
I'll say it wouldn't be my first. Like, I wouldn't say it happened, but I can understand where people are coming from when they say it's happened.
The problem for me is like it actually becomes harder to argue that the government wasn't involved.
Yeah, see,
that's the problem for me. Like, okay, is it easier to explain that Tower 7 went down for no fucking reason?
Yeah.
Or it went down because they had fucking blasters set up in it from before? You don't want to talk about Tower 7. It's worse when you look at what happened to the Pentagon.
Yeah,
it's so fucked up. Like, there's like holes that just shouldn't be there. There's no logical sense as to how this airplane went into this thing, imploded, and then there's holes on the other side of the building, the size of like an airplane. It's just crazy.
And, like, the explanations that have been given around it are like kind of shady. They're like, well, you know, that's just how physics works. I'm like,
there's fucking engines were missing. Like, you can't just make engines of airplanes disappear. They don't just melt away. Like, where's the explanation?
We need an apology video from the government.
But from who? George Bush? Like,
like an explanation, or like just to release some papers. But that's never gonna happen, right?
Well, it'll happen. Release the aliens first. We're more concerned about that for the time being. 9/11 can wait.
I need to know the aliens. That's a big one.
Where are you hiding the aliens? Where's the
1000%.
the Roswell files?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Aliens are real for sure. That's what I'll end on.
All right. Thanks for doing the channel, guys. Much
really
appreciated.
appreciate it,
you have the name, right?
Yep. Awesome.
Sweet. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the sub. Take care. Enjoy your stay.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Definitely enjoy my stay.